Remember when cars were more metal than electronic plastic, and engineering often prioritized flair over function? From dramatic chrome bumpers to questionable brake systems, these relics graced our roads, leaving a trail of danger and innovation. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that some classic cars could be customized to such an extent that safety features were often optional? Why did automakers experiment with these unconventional designs, and what became of these quirky features? Join us on this nostalgic trip as we explore 10 dangerous old car features that no longer exist. Number 1. Drum brakes. Drum brakes were a common sight in vehicles from the 1950s to the 1980s. These brakes operate using a cylindrical drum that rotates along with the wheel. When the driver presses the brake pedal, brake shoes inside the drum press against its inner surface, generating friction to slow the vehicle down. While this system was effective in many scenarios, it had significant drawbacks. One of the biggest issues with drum brakes was brake fade. When subjected to continuous pressure, such as during long downhill drives, the heat generated could cause the brake fluid to boil, leading to a reduction in braking effectiveness. Drivers often faced longer stopping distances in emergencies, increasing the risk of accidents. In contrast, modern disc brakes use a flat disc that is clamped by calipers, allowing for better heat dissipation and more consistent performance. This change has significantly improved braking power and vehicle safety. The transition to disc brakes started in the late 1960s and has since become a standard in most vehicles, ensuring safer stopping in a variety of conditions. Number 2. Metal dashboards. In the 1950s to the early 1970s, metal dashboards were the norm in many vehicles. While they contributed to a sleek and stylish appearance, they posed serious safety risks in the event of a collision. In an accident, hard metal surfaces could lead to significant injuries, such as lacerations and blunt force trauma, particularly to the heads and chests of occupants. The absence of padding meant that passengers had little to no protection during crashes. Moreover, protruding knobs and controls on these dashboards could become dangerous projectiles during a collision, further increasing the risk of injury. The shift towards padded dashboards began in the 1970s as safety regulations started to evolve. Today's dashboards are designed to absorb impact energy, offering much greater protection for occupants. The development of these safety features was influenced by growing awareness of the importance of occupant safety, leading to modern designs that prioritize cushioning and impact absorption. Number 3. Bias ply tires. Bias ply tires were widely used in vehicles until the late 20th century. These tires are constructed with layers of fabric cords that crisscross at angles, creating a stiffer sidewall. While this design was suitable for the time, it resulted in a harsher ride and limited flexibility. Drivers often experienced poor handling, particularly in wet or slippery conditions, as these tires struggled to maintain traction. Bias ply tires were also more prone to blowouts and had longer stopping distances compared to their modern counterparts. As vehicle speeds increased and performance expectations grew, the limitations of bias ply tires became more apparent.
When you're picking out tires for your trailer, there's more to it than just getting the right size for your needs. Tire construction should also be taken into account.
The introduction of radial tires revolutionized the automotive industry. With fabric layers arranged perpendicularly to the direction of travel, radial tires offer enhanced flexibility, improved handling, and better traction. This advancement has greatly reduced the risks associated with older bias ply designs, making driving safer and more enjoyable. Number 4. Single-circuit brake systems. Single-circuit brake systems were prevalent in vehicles from the early 1900s until the late 1970s. This design meant that all brakes operated through a single hydraulic line, creating a significant safety risk. If that hydraulic line failed, both the front and rear brakes could lose functionality simultaneously, leading to a complete loss of braking power. Such failures posed serious risks to drivers and passengers during emergency situations. The evident need for a safer braking system prompted the transition to dual-circuit brake systems in the late 1970s. These systems separate the hydraulic lines for the front and rear brakes, allowing for continued braking capability even if one circuit fails. This innovation has significantly enhanced vehicle safety, providing drivers with greater peace of mind. Recognizing that safety was paramount, automakers embraced the introduction of dual circuit systems, marking a critical advancement in brake technology. This shift not only improved braking reliability, but also established modern safety standards in the automotive industry. Number 5. Lack of seatbelts. Before the 1960s, many vehicles were not equipped with seatbelts, leaving passengers highly vulnerable in the event of a crash. The absence of seatbelts significantly increased the risk of serious injuries or fatalities during accidents. Without restraints, occupants could be ejected from their seats or collide violently with the vehicle's interior, leading to life-threatening injuries. It wasn't until the late 1960s that regulations began to mandate the inclusion of seatbelts in new vehicles. The introduction of three-point seatbelts represented a major advancement in occupant protection, offering much better safety than the earlier lap belts. These modern seatbelt systems are designed to secure passengers effectively and minimize movement during a collision. Statistics reveal that seatbelts can reduce the risk of death by approximately 45% in passenger cars. This dramatic improvement underscores the critical role seatbelts play in automotive safety today. Number 6. Non-crumple zones. Vehicles manufactured before the 1970s typically lacked crumple zones, areas designed to absorb impact energy during a collision. Instead, these older cars often had rigid frames that transferred crash forces directly to the occupants, significantly increasing the likelihood of severe injuries. The introduction of crumple zone technology marked a turning point in automotive safety design. Engineers began to focus on creating vehicles that could manage crash forces more effectively. Modern cars are designed with strategically placed crumple zones that deform in a controlled manner during an accident, absorbing energy and reducing the forces experienced inside the cabin. This innovation reflects a deeper understanding of physics and safety engineering, highlighting the commitment to protecting occupants in the event of a collision. Number 7. Inadequate headrests. Many vehicles produced before the 1970s lacked adjustable headrests, which significantly increased the risk of whiplash injuries during rear-end collisions. In these older models, the absence of proper head support meant that occupants' heads could be thrown backward uncontrollably during an impact, leading to neck injuries and trauma. By the late 1970s, automotive safety standards began to evolve, leading to the introduction of adjustable headrests in modern vehicles. These headrests are designed to move up and down, providing better support and reducing the risk of whiplash during an accident. Modern headrest designs often incorporate advanced materials and structures that enhance protection, demonstrating a significant advancement in occupant safety. This evolution in design reflects the industry's commitment to minimizing injuries caused by rear-end collisions. Number 8. Exposed fuel lines. In older vehicles, especially those manufactured before the 1980s, fuel lines were often routed in unsafe locations, increasing the risk of leaks and fires in the event of a crash. These unprotected fuel lines could easily be damaged during an accident, leading to dangerous fuel spills and potential fires, posing significant hazards to both occupants and first responders. Modern vehicles now feature more secure fuel line placements, often routed away from potential impact zones. Many designs incorporate protective shielding and reinforced materials to prevent leaks and mitigate fire risks. This shift not only enhances safety for drivers and passengers, but also ensures greater protection for first responders dealing with accidents. This evolution in fuel system safety reflects important advancements in automotive engineering and the prioritization of safety in vehicle design. Number 9. No airbags. Many older vehicles, particularly those manufactured before the 1990s, lacked airbags entirely, leaving occupants vulnerable in the event of a collision. Without airbags, the primary means of protection during an accident were seatbelts, which, while effective, did not provide the same level of cushioning and protection from impact forces that airbags offer. The introduction of airbags began in the late 1980s, and by the mid-1990s, they became standard equipment in most new vehicles. Modern vehicles often include multiple airbags, including front, side, and curtain airbags, designed to protect occupants from various types of collisions. This enhancement in safety technology has significantly reduced the risk of serious injuries and fatalities in accidents. Statistics indicate that airbags can reduce the risk of fatal injuries by about 29% for front seat passengers, showcasing their critical role in modern automotive safety. Number 10. Poor lighting. Many older vehicles, particularly those manufactured from the 1950s to the 1980s, were equipped with inadequate headlights that provided limited visibility at night. The technology of the time often resulted in dim lighting, making it difficult for drivers to see the road clearly, especially in adverse weather conditions. This lack of illumination increased the risk of accidents, as drivers couldn't adequately spot obstacles or other vehicles in time. Vehicles produced from the 1990s onward feature advanced lighting technologies, including brighter halogen, LED, and adaptive headlights that improve visibility and adjust to road conditions. These enhancements not only increase driver awareness, but also enhance overall road safety, significantly reducing the likelihood of nighttime accidents. This evolution in vehicle lighting underscores the significant advancements in automotive safety technology over the years. As we've explored the 10 dangerous features of old cars, it's evident that automotive technology has made remarkable strides. Today's vehicles, equipped with advanced braking systems, crumple zones, and airbags, prioritize occupant safety in ways that seemed unimaginable decades ago. Reflecting on these outdated features not only underscores the incredible progress in automotive engineering, but also emphasizes the need for ongoing innovation in vehicle safety standards. Each advancement, from improved lighting technologies to secure fuel line routing, has contributed to making our roads safer for everyone. So, the next time you get behind the wheel, take a moment to appreciate the modern safety features we often overlook. Let's continue to advocate for further enhancements in automotive safety, ensuring that all drivers and passengers can travel with confidence. Additionally, understanding the risks associated with older vehicle designs deepens our appreciation for the safety measures in modern cars, reinforcing the importance of continuous improvements in automotive safety standards. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your fellow car enthusiasts. What old car feature surprised you the most? What do you like or hate about the modern ones? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for joining us on this nostalgic trip, and remember to stay safe on the road. Your safety matters, and being informed is the first step toward making better choices while driving.